Building wealth is life's marathon journey. It requires patience, determination, and slow incremental improvements. But for many, poor financial money habits will remain obstacles in their lives and keep them from achieving financial success. Hey guys, this is Nick with Nick Does DGI, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to go over 5 poor money habits that are keeping you poor. Don't forget to hit that like button and let's get started. Poor money habit number 1 is maintaining an unhealthy lifestyle. For example, here's what financial trappings of activities like smoking, excessive drinking, and eating can do for your wallet. According to the National Cancer Institute, the annual average cost of smoking can set you back $188 per month or $2,292 per year. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Americans will spend about 1% of their gross income on alcohol, coming out to about $565 a year. It costs on average about $3,000 a year to dine out. In total, that is serious cash that could be better spent building and compounding your wealth. But then there are the true hidden costs to maintaining an unhealthy lifestyle. These lifestyle activities can lead to chronic health conditions like obesity and diabetes. 42.4% of Americans were obese or had related conditions like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of preventable cancer that costing the US $147 billion in 2008. And the medical cost for people who had obesity was $1,429 higher than those of normal weight. As I get older, I am beginning to realize you can't put a price tag to good health. I myself had my first health scare back in 2018 when I had to undergo emergency surgery to remove my gallbladder. Having gallstones was a pretty rare occurrence for a guy in his 20s, but massive weight gain and subsequent rapid weight loss may have contributed to this issue. Fortunately, I quickly recovered and was still under my parents' health insurance, but I took for granted how fragile our bodies really are, and it takes just one health condition or emergency to really derail your finances and quality of life. So what can you do to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Try to cut out smoking and reduce your drinking to an occasional glass of wine or beer if you must. Hit the gym and try to cook your meals at home. It's not only easier on your wallet, but your body will thank you. Poor money habit number 2 is a lack of budgeting, i.e. focusing on the present. If you're like most people, you have a finite amount of money coming in each month, of which you have to allocate to various expenses, but oftentimes people are more focused on spending for the present and not allocating funds for longer term goals. And not budgeting your money can leave you vulnerable to unexpected emergency bills, forcing you to rely on debt and potentially starting a never-ending cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. You see, without a budget, you are more vulnerable to impulse spending no matter how large or small, and over time these unanticipated purchases add up, leaving you with no money to boost your savings or investments. Creating a budget is not too difficult. Calculate all the money that you bring in each month, then calculate all the necessary immediate expenses like housing, auto, insurance, groceries, and create the appropriate allocations. If there's any money left over, then you may allocate some for longer term goals like an emergency fund, wedding fund, down payment fund, travel fund, or funds for your children. The next step is to simply follow and track these allocations you have set for yourself. Make readjustments if you find that you may have under-allocated to a certain category or vice versa. Poor money habit number 3 is taking on credit card debt for the sake of cheap debt financing. We've seen it all. Promotional 0% APR financing for large ticket purchases like your smartphone, automobile, or kitchen appliance. Thanks to record low interest rates, these retailers have made it so quote-unquote affordable for you to take home the product with you on the spot. Instead of focusing on the final total price, they emphasize the low financing cost per month that you, the consumer, would pay. For example, why hesitate to buy this quality refrigerator when you can get this for just $89 a month, as long as you pay it off within 18 months. We have a serious consumer debt crisis on our hands, $422 billion to be exact. The average US household held on average $7,149 in credit card debt, and that's not even factoring in the cost of auto loans, private loans, and student loans. Studies have shown that consumers tend to make larger purchases on credit than cash, and that's because of the psychology of credit card spending. When you swipe your card, you're borrowing money in the meantime until your bill comes out a month later. Credit cards can be a phenomenal tool to increase your credit score and open the doors to legitimate investing opportunities, especially in real estate. Credit cards usually come with a number of consumer protections that debit cards lack, and financial incentives like sign-up bonuses, cashback, and travel reward points. If you are going to make certain purchases like rent, utility bills, and grocery bills on a regular basis, then by all means take advantage of credit cards, but make sure to pay off your monthly bills in full and simply respect the opportunities that credit can give you as a means to an end. Poor money habit number 4 is keeping up with the Joneses, or always wanting to own the same expensive object or do the same things as your friends or neighbors because you want to be seen on the equal footing as them. Have you ever had trouble keeping up with friends with expensive tastes, like going out to expensive restaurants or on luxury vacations, hindering you from reaching your financial goals? I've been there, done that, and think that this is one of those story of my life statements. I myself have fallen for this poor money habit time to time thanks to social media and social peer pressure. I would mindlessly browse through my social media feed, and when I saw a friend doing something, I would get the urge to do the exact same, even if it meant throwing that month's budget out the window. Or if I was hanging out with a group of friends and they wanted to try a nice restaurant downtown, I would oblige and quote-unquote be down just because other people were also. And I thank the pandemic and quarantine for giving me a hard reset, #I stay at home. During this time, I was able to really reflect on my life and prioritize my wants versus needs. Even as things start to reopen, I no longer have the fear of missing out or keeping up with the Joneses. My eyes are laser focused on being intentional with my money and spending it on where it makes financial sense. Try to remove yourself from social media or limit your usage. I started doing this and I no longer care about what other people spend on their money. Poor money habit number 5 is saving your money. Yes, you heard that right. Saving your money can be one of the biggest poor money habits anyone can make because that money is not working for you. By having it stowed away in your savings account or in cash under your mattress, the value of those dollars are being eaten away by inflation. One of the core principles of wealth is to have your money grow passively in investment vehicles like the stock market, real estate, or stake in a business enterprise. Let's use the stock market for example. Looking back the past 50 years, the S&P has had a yearly rate of return of 10.77% with dividends reinvested. This means that an initial $10,000 investment 50 years ago in 1971 would have grown to $1.66 million at the beginning of 2021. What's incredible is that this figure does not take into account for additional contributions. Let's take this a step further, using the same $10,000 initial investment in 1971, but you now contribute $10,000 a year or $833 a month. By April 2021, this portfolio will have grown to a whopping $18,177,625. I hope this video helped you recognize 5 money habits that are keeping you poor. Like I previously said, bettering your personal finance and building your wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about quitting the old habits and adopting the new ones. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn and build upon each misstep. I am certainly not perfect, and I have made my fair share of mistakes over the years. But by having an open dialogue about money, only then will we be able to take control of our finances and better our financial future. Please note that this video is not intended as financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and please take the information with a grain of salt. Please do your own research and due diligence when deciding to invest in investable securities. If you found this video helpful, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing to my channel. Hit the bell notification to receive an alert on the latest video. The YouTube algorithm likes these sorts of engagements and helps my channel get shown on more homepages. Until next time, take care.